So this is one of the important question which is frequently asked in VTU. So the first question, what I would like to discuss is about the four generations of the cellular phone. One is might be they will ask about the operations of the cellular phone, which I explained in the previous video. In this one, we are going to see the four generations. What is the characteristic of those four generations? Okay. So under that, the first concept is all about the first generation. First generation was designed for the voice communication. Obvious, it is right. So telephone means it is all about the voice communication. So this was the main agenda for the first generation as well. So the first generation was designed for the voice communication using analog signals. We didn't use digital signals. It was based upon the analog signals. And in that, the main thing which was leading, or which was prominent in its part was AMPS. The AMPS is nothing but advanced mobile phone system. Advanced mobile phone system is the best and the leading analog cellular system in North America. They use this one. Okay, so these 2 points is definitely you have to explain. And in this AMPS, that is the advanced mobile phone system, use the ISM 800 megahertz bandwidth of. And so whenever the so if you're forwarding or reversing, that is from base station to the mobile, or from the mobile station to the base station, two channels they were using. One is for the forward, that is from base to the mobile, and for the reverse they use the mobile to the base, means they use for that one more channel they used. Okay, so only four key points you have to remember for the first generation. First concept is it was designed of, mainly for the intention was for the voice communication, and completely it was all about the analog signal. Secondly, what was the leading thing about the first generation is it is all about the advanced mobile phone system, AMPS. Advanced mobile phone system. This is the one of the leading analog cellular system in North America. So that used the 1G. And one more thing is it used the ISM 800 megahertz band, and two channels were used. Okay, for one for the forwarding purpose and one for the reversing purpose. Forward is nothing but from the base station it goes to the mobile, whereas in for the reverse means from mobile to base station. That is the signal will be passed from the receiver to the other end, vice versa. Okay, so this concept you have to take care of. So diagrammatically we can represent in this way. That is, see here, once the person is calling mobile, that will be forwarded to the base station. The base station will check for the which is the best mobile station, MSS, mobile stations, right? MSS. So that will be given to the received mobile. Whereas in case of for the reversing purpose, so here one channel for the forward one channel, reverse one channel, two channels will be used. And what is the main concept is it uses the FDMA, frequency division multiple access. This is the concept we use based on the frequency. The concept is it's all about frequency. Okay, so how you can tell us, see, in case suppose if 4% is calling with the 3 kilohertz, then they will give the that will be passed over to the FDMA, that will be converted to the 30 kilohertz, and that will be converted into the analog signal. This is all nothing but the analog signals. Okay, coming to the concept of the second generation 2G, in 1G what was there, it was all about analog signals, right? Whereas here it is all about the digitized one. Everything is in terms of zeros and ones. So what is AMPS? Advanced mobile phone system, right? Here we use the DAMPS, that is digitized advanced mobile phone system. And the band and transmission is same, but along with digitizer. Whatever we discussed in 1G, same concept here also, but one thing is, for the band and transmission, along with that you will have the digitizer, since we are going to have the digital signals. Okay, so for this the diagram would be, so this is the diagram. The phone will be there. The once the call is given, that will be carried out to the digitizer. For each and every cellular phone will be having the digitizer that will be transformed, or that will be passed over to the TDMA. See, in 1G we used FDMA, frequency, that thing we used, right? Here we will be using the concept of time. time division multiple access we'll be using here. Okay, so that is TDMA. What is time means 1 2 3 1 2 3. You'll be giving the slots for each and one particular thing there so that they can use, and this we call it as a frames. Okay, so you can allot or you can set at what speed you need that one. So we here let's consider that we are using the 48.6 kbps. So that will be carried over to the QPSK for all this. You can give the different channels, and that will be forwarded to the FDMA. See, why here also we are getting FDMA, because same as 1G, but here one thing is we'll be having the digitizer, which is you going to use your TDMA. So in 2G, it is a combination of the TDMA and FDMA. Okay, so no need to get confused. It's very crystal clear. In 1G we are using analog, in 2G it is all about the digital. And same 1G, whatever the features we had, same thing here will be there along with the digitizer. There we used in 1G we used the FDMA. Here we are going to use the FDMA and TDMA. Okay, so this is all about the 2G. So regarding the one more thing we have to take care of is all about the IS-95. Okay, this IS-95 also played a very important role, which is going to use. See, these all this time we had seen FDMA, TDMA. Now we are going to use this CDMA. That is nothing but code division multiple access. Frequency division multiple access was used in 1G. Frequency division multiple access FDMA and time division multiple access TDMA was used in 2G. Along with that, now we are going to introduce a new concept, that is nothing but CDMA, code division multiple access, IS-95. Interior standard 95 is another baseband which uses the CDMA code division multiple access. It uses the 800 to 1900 megahertz and is divided into 20 channels. Generally, this one, what it is going to use is, it is going to use the 800 to 1900 megahertz of the frequency, and it is going to divide into the 20 channels. Also, it will be using the generally this is used in GPS. So whichever for the location purpose tracking system and all, whatever we are using, in that case IS-95 is used. What is IS-95? It is interior standard 95. Okay, so diagrammatically how we can represent this in such a way that the voice will be there, the voice is passed over to the digitizer, the digitizer along with the frequency that is sent in the when we are sending, error correcting, repeating, interleaving, these all these concept will come in module 2 and 3. We will discuss there. Then that is clubbed up with the in order to with the CDMA. In that the code will be generated. After that it is passed to the QPSK. Then you will be getting the analog signal. Here the main signal is from the that voice and digitizer, that is main signal. Okay, some after the digitizer to the that code thing, that is combined thing, this is whole thing is one part. From there you will be getting the transmitted one. So this is all about the IS-95. IS-95 means it is nothing but it is also like 2G itself, but here we are going to use this CDMA code division multiple access. And here the thing is the bandwidth is about the 800 to 1900 megahertz, and we'll be using the 20 channels. It is generally used in GPS, global positioning system. From the main signal it will be converted sent to the digitizer. From the digitizer it is going to be sent through the error correcting, repeating, interleaving concept and all, that is odd with the. Then you'll be sending to, in order to get the code that CDMA concept is over here, QPSK, then you'll be getting the analog signals. And here for both the forward and reverse transmission, what happens is same diagram. Okay, synchronization, how it will happen is the difference will be in the synchronization. For forward we will be using CDMA, for reverse we will be using the DSSS. Okay, we'll be using the DSSS will be using. That is the only difference. So the third generation what we are going to discuss is, it is a combination of the digital data and the voice communication. It is a combination of the digital data and voice communication. Internet connection is enabled. For the 3G internet we will use. See, it is something like which we use in your mobile data. Okay, even if you have a little idea about this, this will be really helpful. Okay, in till 2G you didn't have internet. From 3G the internet connection was enabled. Voice quality compared to the existing telephone system, this is really good. Okay, and the band of 2 gigahertz till 2 GB and all the way to 2 gigahertz, the bandwidth were there. And The various type of radio interface like CDMA, TDMA, FDMA, all kinds of things we will be using in this third generation. See, third generation is nothing but it is a combination of the digital data and the voice communication. First point is very, very clear, right? So in 3G, you remember as in cell phone we used internet, right? From 3G only we had. In 2G and all you didn't had, right? So in 3G, internet was enabled. Voice quality was obviously really good. And band of 2 gigahertz, bandwidth of 2 megahertz. Just remember, band is 2 gigahertz and bandwidth is 2 megahertz. And what and all you know, whichever multiple access you know, till now what and all you studied, FDMA, TDMA, CDMA, everything you just put it over here. That's it. Okay. So this is all about the third generation. Last but not the least, fourth generation computer. I was about to tell computer. Okay, fourth generation. What is this? Cellular communication. For this, we use only few concept, no diagram, nothing. Okay, just say spectrally efficient system, high network capacity, 4G, whatever you are using, write down that only. Data rate is from 100 Mbps to 1 Gbps. Till that you can take. Smooth handoff. What is handoff? Handoff, I already told you, handoff is nothing but it is a locally, if you are connecting, that is called as handoff, smooth handoff. And what is the opposite of handoff? It is roaming. Roaming means different country, different state, which is going to change the network, radio station, mobile station, base unit station and all. Whereas the smooth handoff means within the same network, but still it is very, very smooth. Seamless connectivity. There is no issue. There is no slowdown, no confusion, no slowness, nothing. It is simply good. Okay. Better multicast security and optimization. Security is also obviously good. Nobody can breach over there. And this concept uses the IPv6. IPv6 concept is used here. Internet Protocol v6. That the model is used in 4G. Okay, so in order to conclude with 4G concept, see spectrally compared to 1G, 2G, 3G, this is the advanced version and this is better one also. Okay, first point is you just tell compared to the previous one, this is better one. That in general also you can write. Okay, second thing is high network capacity. The network capacity is really good over here. Data rate is 100 Mbps to the 1 Gbps. Smooth handoff. There is no issue at all. Within local, if you are using, there should not be any issue. The network is so clear, the voice is so clear, you can use it aram se. Then seamless connectivity, better multicast security and optimization, and it uses what? IPv6. Okay, thank you. Bye.